Hi everyone, welcome. This is going to be part 3 of our Autumn Charm color along. So I'm very excited for this. Getting close to done, just a few details left after this video. So this is the page I'm working on. This is also a freebie by Dover if interested. I will post the link down below and also to the book if you don't have it. And anyone is welcome to join in or just watch, whatever you want to do. I'm going to do the floor part today. You can see I tested it out a little bit here just to make sure it was what I wanted. And then I think I might go ahead and do my letters and maybe the flowers. We'll kind of see. I'm kind of doing this off the cuff. It's been a rough day, but we're going into the weekend and I know the kids will be home, so it's a little harder to get videos up then. So we'll just roll with it, see how far we get. If nothing else, I can record 2 parts tonight and then just upload them separate. I'm going to pull you down a little bit for the floor and we'll get started. Alright, so here we are with the floor. This is going to be, minus how wild I got going out of the lines, because I really wasn't paying attention. This is going to be the color palette I use for my floor. Now, depending on what you did with your bricks, will depend on what you did with your floor. So the theme of the page here is we want to pull all our colors together. We've talked a lot about that. You know, we put greens in all 4 corners. Kind of kept the color scheme minimum so that everything would have a chance to stand out on its own. So my floor is going to be an odd combination. I'm going to do light umber, beige sienna, and then putty beige. And what pulls this together is my putty beige is the base of my bricks. So the base of the bricks and the highlights of this floor will kind of cohese everything together here. So light umber, pardon the noise. Oh, my big butt cat is going to come attack. And this is going to be my shadow color. So I am going to put it in a little dark because I don't want to lose it when I blend out, especially around these pumpkins. If I need to come in and add 1 shade darker, which I might because I was unsure over here if that's what I wanted to do, I can do that. But I'm going to start here because it is easier to add than to take away. So I will start here and add a darker layer if I need it. Now I am going to make sure I do not do my floor and my ladder the same color because, you know, you just don't want them to look exactly the same. You did not build your ladder out of the same wood you built your floor out of. It seems like that would kind of be how it works, but it's a little better if it isn't. Okay, so again, I'm going heavy where my darkest shadows are. So it'll take me a minute to get all this in here. Kind of skipping around a little. Like I said, I was gonna record this tomorrow. I had a nice plan set up for tomorrow. Well, actually, it was for today. And then last night, my water heater exploded. Water everywhere, no hot water, no heat. They came and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's totally done for. Your water heater is 10 years old, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to shut everything off so that there's no risk of fire or explosion. And we'll get you set up ready to go tomorrow," which was today. So today they're like, "Oh, yep, we will call you in the morning," which they did. They're like, "We got to go to another town to get one. Should be about 5 o'clock. They called me at 4:30 and was like, "Nope, no parts. We will bring you by a heater," because here in Wyoming we're like almost snow season already. It's already snowed once, but it was like 48 degrees today high, rainy, chilly. So they're like, "We'll bring you by a heater, and then tomorrow around 1 we're gonna try this again." So we didn't get a shower yesterday, we didn't get a shower today, so we're hoping tomorrow, because that'll be day 3, everybody will be able to get a shower. And of course, it was my middle schooler's picture day today, so we did like a bird bath with some water bottles because they shut all my water off, not just my hot water, which is what I thought they were going to do. So I was like, cool, I can still have cold water, you know, to make the kitten formula and cook with. And no. So yeah, it's been a day. So I was going to do this tomorrow, and then they're like, "Well, 1 o'clock. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just get it up tonight in case they do show tomorrow. And then everyone can kind of have a little project to work on the weekend. I know there's quite a few of you joining in, which I am excited for. These CreativeHaven books are a lot of fun because everybody's come out so different. Okay, oh, this is, sorry, I got on Storyland there. Beige Sienna. This also is a little bit of a brown color here. So just kind of blending out that burnt umber and pulling it out a little ways. And I think I am going to come in with one shade darker on the brown. But if you are following me, I would still do the light umber. We want to pull that light umber in because we'll include it in this birdhouse and this and probably a little bit of this, and it'll kind of pull everything together. Yeah, I'll talk about that when I get to the birdhouse. Picking colors. Getting ahead of myself. I feel run down, but I think it's just because of everything, the way everything happened. I mean, there wasn't much I could do about it, but it was like I must not have noticed when it went out, because I did. I loaded the dishwasher and I started a little laundry and it was fine. And then it was like, of course, shower time. You know, we do shower time and then get ready for bed. And one of the kids went to shower and they're like, there's no hot water. It's like, I'm trying to think, you know, maybe I ran the dishwasher or something. And I was like, I don't think I did. So we waited a little longer. We tried it again. We checked the sinks, of course. No hot water. Weird. And it wasn't even like a little warm. It was straight cold. So I opened my water heater door closet and oh, it was just gross rusted water everywhere. So yeah, we don't have on-site maintenance, so I had to call a number. They had to call me back. So yeah, it was just a big thing. And then of course, you know, I was all excited today. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a shower, and I didn't. So now, then we had picture day, and then we had open house today at my son's middle school. So, you know, dry shampoo and deodorant, lots of deodorant. Which, if you don't know, only goes so far on teen boys. You can only cover up so many days of teen boy smell. So tomorrow, whether we have water or not, we will be invading a friend's house or somewhere to get a shower for the weekend. Because I know if it doesn't come tomorrow, it won't be here. Nobody works on the weekends, so. But yeah, that is my adventure. Alright, so just kind of putting a little bit of my dark back in. Want to make sure I don't lose too much of anything. And then I think I'm going to pull dark umber. Dark umber and light umber are pretty together. So give me 1 second here to find my dark umber. I had it, but I didn't pull it, and I should have. That's dark brown. That's not going to be dark enough. Oh, I also found a super cool Prismacolor color wheel. So it's like a color wheel like all the other ones, but it is specifically for Prismacolor pencils, which I thought was neat. So I will print that out and have it to show next time. It was on the to-do list, but again, sidetracked. I'm going to pause this for 1 second. Okay, there we go. That is way easier than having to listen to me dig. Okay, this is a very dark brown, so we're going to be easy on it. We're not going to, it's still going to get a little lighter when we blend it out, but we don't want to pile it in too dark. So as you can see, I'm not bringing this out real far. I'm trying to stick right next to my pumpkins, right in that darkest area. All right. Sorry, I'm like concentrating here because I'm trying not to get this darker brown anywhere. Everyone else is having a good weekend. I know it's not fall yet, but it's so wet and rainy here. It like has like rained all week, so it is feeling like fall. Everything has that nice wet rainy smell. It's officially like long sleeve season. As far as I know, Wyoming is not supposed to warm back up really. I think we get back up to maybe 60s, but that's about it. All right, so now we're gonna just blend that out a little because of course it looks a little rough. I'm not gonna put that away because I want to include it in something else, that color. So I'm just kind of roughly, kind of helps give the wood a more random look here. We don't want everything lined up too perfect. I forgot a spot right here around the leaf. And I forgot this little knot in the wood. Your kitten is 5 weeks old as of Monday, so I guess almost 6 now. Usually they get to go home or to their new home, I'm foster home, around 8 weeks. This one I think is going to be a little longer. He's still a little smaller. He took a little longer to open his eyes, so I worry that he was a little premature. So we might have him a little longer, but he is growing and doing well, which is exciting. Kind of turning this into a color and chat just because there's not a lot to talk about with this wood. It just takes a little bit to do, so hope you like the story time while we're here. Have some big plans coming up for October. I think I'm going to do like I did Mermaid. I haven't picked a theme yet, but I think I'm going to do a Halloween event with a $10 gift card like I did for Mermaid. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll do a color along for that too for Halloween. This is my season, so I gotta get lots of things done. I need to get a little faster at these color alongs too. Alright. So I am liking that for the floor so far. I might come back and touch it up some more, but for the moment we're gonna leave it as is. My fall letters. I thought long and hard about how I want to do my fall letters. I pulled Spanish orange, orange, poppy red, crimson red. You can also use Scarlet Lake, Tuscan red, and then possibly some purples. And I'm also going to pull canary yellow because when I was doing the math on the colors here, I needed one more color. So give me 1 second. So when looking at your page, you're going to want to pick your letters and your colors on what's going to go with what theme you kind of have going on. I have a lot of orange and yellows. So I have a lot of yellow and orange down here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Tuscan red, dark red on the L. Then I'm going to go dark red, light red on this L, light red, orange, and then light orange and yellow. And I'm going to have that nice gradient coming down. And that way my yellow and oranges are in here, but they're not down here. Everything is separate. So I'm going to start at the bottom. Now, quick reference, if you look at your cover, they did theirs going diagonal. If you like that look, you go for it. Now, they kind of did dark red, light orange, yellow. So they have the same theme. So if you want to go that direction, go with it. like I said, I just have a lot of yellow and orange right here and red. So I kind of want to be wary of the colors I use right there because this is a kind of my centerpiece. So I'm going to do each of my letters a little different. So I am not going to color the white outline out, if I could talk, white outline just yet, if I can help it. I'm going to bring in a little orange, just so our transition doesn't look chopped off. That is the only reason. So why we're talking about color gradients, I want to do a little myth busting. I don't want to lecture anybody, but there is a theory out there that you can pick any 3 colors and mesh them together and it will work. That is not the case. Stop doing that. Even if they are the same color family, like if we were picking all browns, some browns do not mesh well together. Like if I pick like 3 random browns here and show you what I mean. I've seen, and some people have asked me, they're like, oh yeah, dark, medium, light. You cannot just, you know, just pick 3 random, oh, these ones might actually work. Browns and kind of stick them together, especially if you pull one out of like the red family. So when you're picking 3 colors, especially to do gradients, you want this nice blend. See how like this doesn't blend? You want this nice soft gradient. You don't want choppy, you don't want red orange with dark brown orange or browns. You just want to stick with things that are close together for gradients especially. Okay, so we left off with orange. So the tip of this A up here is going to be orange. We're bringing it down, carrying it down with us. Okay, and then we're going to bring in that poppy red. Now notice, light layers, fuzzy edges bring everything together nicely. Notice I'm leaving a gap right there. I'm not filling in that whole center with this red. Okay, crimson. So that was poppy red. Now we're on to crimson. Okay. Notice I'm bringing it up in a couple places. That's just so it looks like it's blended a little better. Okay, see how well those blend? Some reds will not do that. So you really want to test them out and check them out before you mesh your colors together, especially pinky reds. Pinky reds and like bright reds, orange reds don't mix very well. Okay, so same thing going down. We're going to bring down the red we stopped with, which was this one. And this is why I pulled purples, because I think I might have to do a little bit of purples at the bottom. Okay, bringing in that Tuscan red. I think I kind of changed up my pattern once I seen it, but we're still same theory going on here. And then this is black grape. And I'm going right over the top of the black grape with this Tuscan because I don't want the purple to look too purple. I just want it to look darker. I need a little right here because I want the whole bottom to be darker. The gradient is going down. So okay, and then we're going to blend this up here. Those are not my favorite colors together here. Might have to adjust this one a little bit. Okay, and then just blending that first color a little. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Tuscan red, even though that one was purple, but I'm going to darken this once I get it on here. And this purple with this yellow and orange is going to really stand out, and that's kind of what I was aiming for. But I am going to check my purples here real quick, because again, I don't like the way those two blended. Okay, we're going to use dark purple this time. And then dark purple will turn into black grape. Yes, black grape. It's a really strong purple. That looks better. So that is going to be my fall lettering. For the ladder, like I said, we're going to pull some of these floor colors in and everything. So that dark umber I had, sorry about the squeaky chair, that dark umber, I'm going to go in and all these little knots in the wood. I'm going to color them in with my darkest color. Now again, test this color combo you want to use if you don't know them by heart on paper. So I know I want dark umber and I know I want light umber. See, those don't look fantastic together, so we need like one more color. So maybe we want dark umber chocolate, add a little more brownie tone. Light umber. I don't love the chocolate and the light umber together. So that's what I mean by like play with it. See what? Maybe I will go chocolate. Oh, I just seen the color I was going to use and now I lost it. Oh, goldenrod. Give it a little highlight. That's what I'm going to do. So quickly to show you what this will look like done, in case I don't get time to do the whole thing. It sure is noisy tonight. Okay, so notice I'm leaving gaps, right? We're leaving highlight points. And they can be random. I don't want huge ones, because I don't want like a whoa yellow streak down the middle. Just enough to see a little highlight. That gives a nice rich wood look. Now if you want to tone it down, you can. If you don't want this dark of effect, I'm going to leave mine for a minute and I'm going to get it all finished and then see what I think of it. If you don't love it, you can go over it with, you know, one shade darker. But I think the dark will really come together more once we get some of this other darker stuff in as well. So again, all I did was go through and color all the dark. She already has it outlined for you. So all you got to do is follow it. Okay, these leaves are of course going to be shadow areas under the leaf. This one goes right down the middle of the board, which is neat. You have to look close, but if you look close, you can see exactly where she wanted you to color in. Okay, chocolate. Same thing, leaving some highlights. Blending all together. Now you can see right here is kind of a big streak, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish putting in my highlights first. And then I will worry about fixing that if I want to. And this could be where your light umber comes in even if you wanted. And just kind of touch it down a little. I do like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do it to this side so I don't forget that I did that and what color I did it with. So this is light umber, just going over the goldenrod. So my ladder is dark umber, chocolate, goldenrod, and then after that I lightly go over the with light umber. Okay. These steps will be the same, but remember to watch for your shadow areas. She did not put in the shadow areas, she only put in the grooves of the wood. Those are not the same. So just be aware of that. Okay, and then the light umber. Just fill in any white spots you might see that you missed. I see a couple. All right. Hopefully you can see how this is turning out. I know it looks a little odd at first, but the ladder is really dark compared to everything we got on this page, but it does come together. Just gotta get some other things in. And I might actually go around these letters in a darker color. I haven't decided yet. I do like the white emphasis, but the brown around it might bring it all together too. Okay, dark umber again, following the lines the artist has put in. Chocolate, goldenrod, light umber. And if you feel like you're losing any of where it should be darker, you can go back and put it back in. You want to make sure that spot stays dark. And that'll really just kind of accent things. Again, following her curves. And you don't have to follow them exactly, but she gives you the basic blueprint. You can tell I used goldenrod in this pumpkin because they almost have the same tinge to them. So it's a good thing we decided to pull one more color into this ladder. Okay, quickly before I end, I am going to do the birdie house. I'm going to pull dark brown and light umber. So dark brown is going to be my kind of darkest for now. And I do believe this is the bottom of the birdhouse. So I want dark up here where there's shadow. Now, if you want a red house, a blue birdhouse, go for it. You can have a painted birdhouse. You don't have to do brown. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in that goldenrod again. Notice I am not blending anything together. That is because I am not done adding colors. Just kind of seeing the tone that I have going. I am going to do this roof a little darker. So this is the dark umber. And I'm going to stay making sure it looks jagged. Inside of my hole, I might darken a couple spots here and there. Shadow area. Okay, and I think I'm going to grab sienna brown if I can find mine. Okay, I got cut off and I'm not sure where. But this is going to be our finishing piece. Well, not finishing piece, our finished where we're at so far, I should say. Darken that hole a little bit. So I think the dark really helps. I like how the letters came out. I think the birdhouse is neat. So yeah, I think we are off to a great start. Real quick before I end the video, on these flowers I am going to go red. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I did on these ones. I'm going to put my dark red in the middle, and then I'm going to use that poppy red, and then I'm going to use orange. So I will do these off camera, but I do want to make sure that they come out a little more red than orange, because we got a lot of pumpkins going on over here, which is why I decided red was going to be the way to go instead of orange. So they're still kind of matching, but they're a little bit different. So those will be my flower colors. So questions, comments, please let me know. Again, I will link everything down below that you need to find the page, the book, the Facebook group if you would like to share. If not, you can tag me on Instagram as well. That would be fantastic. Same name, same little logo design. I thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see part 4.